because I'm not a big fan of hybrid cars, because they cost a lot more to buy and they cost a whole lot more to fix.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. First thing first, what I want to say is to those who, watch my channel, I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. And I definitely want to say, before I start talking, I want to say, definitely, if it's your first time, definitely show love, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's going to help your boy out and also help my channel. My goal is to hit 5K. So I'm at 2K right now. My goal is to hit 5K. But this is something I've been wanting to get off my chest for a while. I see a lot of people for some reason don't like the Prius, the Toyota Prius.
What is the sexiest car a guy can drive?
I would say a Prius.
And I want to give you guys 5 reasons why I feel like, now for me, I say that's like the most reliable car, apart from everybody talking shit about it. But for me, I feel like that's like one of the most reliable cars you could ever have, because, like, first thing first, I'm gonna talk about the bad stuff. So I see a lot of people talk down about that car, and obviously it doesn't look the best. But hear me out, right? So what I want to talk about is, the thing is, I want to give you guys my 5 honest reasons why I feel like having a Toyota Prius is one of the most reliable cars to have now. Because number one, I want to talk about this, right? So number one is the gas. Like, if you know, since Joe Biden became president, so the gas price over the past, I say since COVID or something like that hit, the gas price been very high.
I just have one thing to say. Hang on here.
Let's go, Brandon. Hey. Let's go, Brandon. Hey. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. You know what they saying, ho? Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.
I tell you what, if I had the talent of any one of these people, I'd be elected president by acclamation.
And I feel like if you got a Prius, like, I know for a fact, wasn't really like a friend of mine, but I know somebody who he have a Prius, and it, like, I never been in a Prius before. He was the person I know that owns a Prius. That was like my first time being in one of them, and obviously I have seen plenty of them. It's not like a car that's hard to find, but I've seen plenty of them. And he was telling me one of the things is, obviously in PA, gas is like, the highest I've seen so far is like 375, 360 around there. Where I'm at is like 360 around there and stuff like that. So the number one thing I want to say is, if you got a Prius, you definitely saving a lot of gas, saving a lot on gas. Because you got to think, especially if you got an SUV or any kind of truck. Like me, I went from a truck to a smaller car now. Not really a small car, but obviously it's a car, it's not a truck no more. But I used to spend like 100, I wouldn't say 150, but I said like 200, close to 200, I say.
What?
Oh, my God.
A week. And I had a 2006 Dodge Ram 1500 5.7, and I used to drive a lot. So if you got a truck, you understand, like, the biggest thing, if like gas, like your truck burns, like, obviously bigger vehicles, they burn a lot of gas and stuff like that. And the reason why I said a gas thing is the number one thing for me owning a Prius is because, like, you got to think, I would just say a friend, but yeah, a friend of mine that has a Prius, he was telling me it's about $25 to fill up his tank. And he drive, I believe he told me, like, the longest he ever drive was about 4.5 or something, like, around there and stuff like that. And he only fill up about once or twice or something like that. And it was I think it was to like Virginia or something like that. And he told me, like, you save a lot of gas and stuff like that. But that's like the number one thing I want to talk about. And having a Prius is not really like the overall. It's not like the overall bad thing. I don't understand. Like me, I just don't understand how a lot of people make fun of those cars. But in reality, if you really got one of those cars and just have it as a, you know, daily or something like that, you definitely win it, because you're not spending, number one, you're not spending that much gas to fill up. And definitely I know for a fact it's a hybrid, so that's like my second reason too, the best, you know, my second best reason why I feel like Prius is like the overall, you know, best vehicle for you to own right now, especially with how a lot of things is going on now. Like, you got to see a lot of things right now compared to years, like I say 2, 3, 4 years ago, when like I say about 5 years ago, compared to how, you know, let's talk about, you know, the price of everything pretty much going up. The price of everything is going up and stuff like that. You got to understand, like, one of the reasons why I'm saying, like, the Prius, if you got that car, you definitely winning. And it's like, you got to think too, like, I'm pretty sure, I'm not no expert with, you know, cars and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure if you have, you know, if you have some kind of issue with it, repair is not going to be expensive. And then like overall, like, that car expense is not even crazy. It's not anything crazy. And I know for a fact I seen, like, the friend of mine that had the Prius, I believe he had like 250, you know, miles on the dash, and it was still running fine. No check engine light, none was on there. The only thing about me personally is not really like a big issue. If I was to have that as a daily car to drive around anywhere I want, it just the only thing is just the shape of it. I just don't like how it's shaped. But overall, I wouldn't say it's like a horrible car for you to own. You know, I see a lot of people bash those cars and talk bad about them, but you really got to think though. If you really a person who own one of those cars right now, you definitely winning, because you ain't got to worry about gas. I wouldn't really say you ain't got to worry about gas, but you're not spending over $40 on gas, and the maintenance is not that expensive for, you know, maintenance on those cars is not that expensive. You know, it's a hybrid. And another thing is, it's a Toyota. Toyota is one of the top, to me, Toyota is like one of the top 3 car brands out there that's definitely worth, you know, you having and stuff like that. It all depends on a certain year, I'll say. It all depends on a certain year. But, you know, a lot of people talk bad about Priuses and stuff like that. Talk about, oh yeah, the looks, you know, I see a lot of, you know, I did some digging around, but it's something that you always see on the internet. I don't know why, I just don't understand. But me personally, I wouldn't see that as you I wouldn't really make fun of anybody who drives a Prius. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't see anything wrong with it. That's like the best thing you could really have right now. You know, especially if you like me, you drive a lot. You know, that's definitely a win-win. So, but let me know what you guys think, though. I'm just giving you guys my own personal opinion on, you know, what I think about a Prius. Like, I'm not on that side with everybody else talking about having a Prius is a bad thing, this and that, or it's one of the most it's like the worst car for you to own, this and that. I personally think it's not. I think if you have one of those cars, it's definitely a win-win. But anyways, definitely guys, my goal is to hit 5K on YouTube. Definitely subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys think. And definitely, if you're watching my channel for the first time, you gotta understand, man, great things take time. Definitely be patient with your boy, man. The channel definitely gonna get there, man. I know we're gonna get there. All you gotta do is just subscribe, hit the like button, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys think, man. I just got back from the gym. I'm on my way home. Peace out, stay safe.